Welcome to TSAT. Today I am going to discuss about cloud computing. So, why cloud computing is so important in this era, where cloud computing is considered as one of the important emerging technologies. Cloud computing is responsible for the development of economies. Cloud computing is responsible for the development of MNCs. Cloud computing is responsible for the development of industries. So, there is a huge application of this technology. So, before getting into this content of cloud computing, we need to know what a cloud is. A cloud is a hardware containing high configuration of storage capability and analytical capability. This hardware or a cloud which can be placed at any place on the earth. So, this cloud computing, in this cloud computing, to connect to the cloud, because it has got a huge data which is essential to you, everyone on the surface of the earth can connect to the cloud. So, here in this process, to access the data in the cloud or to process the data in the cloud, how do you connect to this cloud? So, many people across the world can connect the cloud through internet. So, to connect to the cloud through internet, you require a certain kind of hardware and a communication channel. For example, with your computer system or a laptop or a cell phone is a hardware. This hardware, laptop or a cell phone or a system is a hardware. To access to the cloud, you need to have a compatible software. Compatible software like Google or Android or iOS or different variant types of software need to be loaded into the hardware, and you need to connect to the cloud with the help of internet. So, to connect to the cloud, apart from having the hardware and software within your system, there must be a internet connectivity which provides the signal. The signal is being provided by the signal service provider. So, the signal service provider might be Airtel or Jio or any other service provider. In this context, what happens is the satellites or the gateway cables which are connected through optic fibers, which are connecting the continents passing through the oceans, a large gateway cables made up of optic fibers connect the different continents. So, either of these ways, either you can connect the cloud through the satellite or you can connect the cloud through the gateway cables running across the oceans, connecting the continents with optic fibers. So, what is happening here is, in this process of connectivity, you can make the organization systems to function well, or you make transactions better. So, when the number of transactions are being more at any time possible 24/7, the profit making ratio, when the circulation of money frequency increases, the profit making ratio of an organization increases and automatically development happens. So, because of cloud computing, what happens is, a company or an organization can have many number of branches across the world, having a lot of coordination between branches with exchange of ideas, and coordination is possible with cloud computing, because connectivity between different branches is being made possible easily with a shared pool of resources. So, what is it? What am I talking with you? You will be able to understand better when I discuss with you topic by topic in this. In the case of cloud computing, see this. Cloud computing is information technology paradigm, means a model of enabling ubiquitous access, means where you have got access from any place possible. So, with your cell phone you can access a data from on a road or from your home or from your classroom. You can work from home, you can work from office or at any place possible. So, ubiquitous access means you have got the choice to connect to the cloud at any place possible. Enabling ubiquitous access to shared pool of configurable resources such as computer network. So, The shared pool, the cloud can be shared between different individuals for their advantage. Computer networks, for this you require computer networks, servers, storage, applications and services. So, you need to have a cloud, you need to have a storage, you need to have a network. Your network can be an internet network like Airtel or Jio or etc., or interconnecting the device you have within your hand, the cell phone or the laptop, and connecting to the cloud elsewhere, which is a hardware where you have got abundant data storage and analytic capability, are interconnected through a channel of communication supported by signal towers, optic fibers, main data cables or satellites. These are essential for connecting the devices you have got and the cloud you have got, making things to happen better. So, the main reason for the success of MNCs because of cloud computing is, with the help of cloud computing you can control financial resources, you can control material resources, you can control human resources. When the material resources, when the financial resources, when the human resources are being appropriated in a right manner with a proper management across the globe, the profit making nature of a company increases when relatively compared with the input cost and the production. The proportionate input cost reduces and the profit making capacity of a company increases, because cloud computing makes you accountable in terms of using of resources, in terms of material or human or financial resources. For example, take the case of any kind of financial resources. For example, you are buying some goods from a shop. What happens is, you use a QR code to scan. In this process, what happens is, the amount is exactly transacted to the shopkeeper, or you wanted to pay your power bill, or you want to pay your any municipal bill or tax bills or etc. What is happening? Previously you need to go to the municipal office or somewhere else and you need to stand in line and you need to pay the bill. There is huge wastage of time, money and energy. But now, just by transferring it with the help of electronic transfer, you are able to transfer the amount to a concerned respective account, so that what is happening, there is in time payment happening with the accuracy, saving energy and time. So, because of this reason, what is happening is, transactions are becoming very convenient. For example, in the case of banking, or in the case of educational institutions, or in the case of hospitals. So, what happens in the case of banking? A bank has got a huge amount of customers. All the customers will be transacting in the same time. In this process of transacting the same time, what happens is, manually maintaining the ledger becomes a lot of problem. So, with the help of cloud computing, what happens is, all the systems, your cell phone contains an application of which shows the ledger of the transaction of your account connected to the bank cloud, so that what happens is, your money can be transferred to any shopkeeper you like by using a code, so that the ledger is being maintained in which you believe in. The transactions are being made comfortable with the help of connectivity of hardware, software, connectivity and the cloud, making the transactions better. So, automatically when the number of transactions increases, development increases. So, in the case of government offices or any kind of private offices, when you are using biometrics, the biometric which is connected to the head office through internet will be able to control the human resource which is being used in a right way or not, attending the office in time or not, can be commanded effectively by the administrator in the presence of with the help of cloud computing, with the help of biometrics. So, these biometric machine is been connected throughout, so that administration becomes easy, because who is not attending the work can be easily identified. The money transferred can be made exactly to the required person through account transfer. If money is being sent through hard currency in a liquid state in currency, what happens is there is probability of misappropriation. But when there is a virtual money being transferred directly into the account, the misappropriation of resource can be avoided to a larger extent, so that management production becomes very easy. So that is the main advantage with cloud computing. It helps in controlling the resources in a better appropriated manner. A model for enabling ubiquitous access to shared pool of configurable resources such as computer networks, servers, storage, applications and services, which can be rapidly provisioned with minimal management effort, often over the internet. So this kind of activity requires an interconnectivity through internet. So to make this happen, we require certain arrangements. So what are these arrangements which we require? As I have discussed with you, software as a service. There must be a kind of software in your system like Windows or Android or iOS. Infrastructure as a service. For example, you need to have an infrastructure like signal towers, modems, etc. These kind of infrastructure you need to have. Apart from this, you need to have certain hardware like cell phones, laptops. So without these kind of arrangement of hardware and software, cloud computing is not possible. So cloud computing channel is being connected with the help of this hardware and software from the cloud to the hardware you have got in terms of laptop, etc. are been interconnected through modems and signal towers, through service provider signal like Jio or Airtel. So here this is the arrangement here. You have a cloud. This cloud is connected to your home, to the offices through the internet connectivity, making the phenomena happen. You can transfer the account without going to the bank. You can book a cab without roaming around the roads. The cab comes to your doorstep. You can book a doctor appointment from your home. You can have video conferencing, get diagnosed by the doctor. This is being made possible with cloud computing. So why cloud computing? What are the different advantages you have got with the cloud computing? In the case of cloud computing, the advantages you have got is 24/7 support. So at any point of time, services are provided to you. For example, if you wanted to book a car, at any point of time you can book it and the car gets to your doorstep. If you wanted to have some food material, you can book any food parcel with the help of cloud computing. The service providers you have got where food is being door delivered to you with the help of cloud computing, with the help of applications. Device independent here. So here device and location independent here implies that you can work from the home and you can work from the office. At any place you have got the choice to move and work from at anywhere possible. Because of this reason, what is happening, you can recruit many number of employees with minimum infrastructure, so that you are maximizing the profit. When many number of people feel to take part in the work, because they have got the freedom to work from home or office at any place they like. That is one of the main advantages with cloud computing, because they can be connected to the cloud. So easy and agile development. So what happens is, just you can develop an app and download this. This development and downloading of app will help in connecting to the cloud, and you can do your work effectively. Highly automated. So in the case of highly automated nature is considered. For example, when you are debiting and crediting amount, nobody is maintaining the ledger. Automatically the system maintains the ledger. So which is immutable, means which cannot be altered easily. That is the reason why it is considered as highly automated. Frees up internal resources. So what do you mean by freeing up internal resources? Cloud computing has got the capability to connect to different branches of the company, so that they can use the resources in terms of human resources, in terms of office, in terms of an area as a material resource. So when a company has got different branches across the world, having employees, few of the employees not working around on the bench for about 20-30 employees or 100 employees in each and every branch across the world. In this context, what happens is, if you want to make all these employees to be recruited in a single project which is new to you, you need not recruit new employees. With the help of cloud, you can make these employees coordinate together to function for a single cloud without recruiting new employees existing in different countries, without taking building rent again. A new building is not taken as a rent, so that what happens is, you need not pay salaries for new employees, you need not pay rent for a new building. Without that, with the existing resources, you are able to make a new project done. So, with frees up resources is that making the resources useful, which is minimally distributed in all the branches across the world, can be put together, coordinated, and can make a new project run. So, the same resources existing will be helpful for increasing the output of a company. That is what freeing up resources is. Lower capital expenditure. So, when this has got the capacity of coordinating things, what is happening is, the capital expenditure can be minimized. That is one other advantage here in the case of cloud computing. It is reliable here in the sense, you can believe on that, because nobody can alter the ledger of your account or disturbing your system is not possible, because even though somebody hacks your system, with the help of IP address, we can identify where the fraud has happened with the help of cloud computing. And the other advantage is, you have got lower TCO. So, total cost of ownership, because of all the advantages you have got, will be reducing, because with this you are increasing the profit making ratio. So, when a question is being asked, what is meant by cloud computing and what are the advantages of cloud computing, or what are the different applications of cloud computing? If this is a question, this is a session discussion which I have made with you, will be the answer for what is cloud computing and what are the different advantages and application of cloud computing are. So, cloud computing allows users and entrepreneurs and various computing capabilities to store and process data in a privately owned cloud or by third party server. So, what is happening? You have got a public cloud and a private cloud. For example, Google is a public cloud where everybody has got the choice to connect to the public cloud. But in the case of private cloud, everybody does not have the choice to contact to the private cloud, because you require a permission to get access to the private cloud by a company. For example, if you are an account holder of a bank, you only allowed to access the cloud. Every individual will not be allowed to access the cloud, so that you can provide security by not allowing the unauthorized person to intrude into the cloud. So, for example, you have got a private MNC, a software company like TCS, which has got branches across the world, will have a common cloud of its own, and it will only give access for its employees to connect, so that work becomes very easy, and it has got security because everybody is not allowed to get access. So, these are the different advantages of cloud computing. This is helpful in economies of scale. Economies of scale means the total input cost is being reduced and the profit making ratio increases, because the same resources can be used for different purposes by coordinating together, interconnecting together, both in terms of material resource and human resource. Cloud computing allows enterprises to get their applications run faster and improved manageability, less maintenance, and can rapidly adjust resource to meet fluctuating and unpredictable business demand. So, for example, if a company gets more projects, what happens is it can have a cloud which has got certain data and configuration. when there are more projects, you require more cloud configuration. So you can take rent, a part of the cloud can be taken as a rent, so which is being maintained by some other person. So when you have more projects, you can take more configuration of the cloud. When you have got less projects, you can take only a lesser configuration of the cloud, and you are going to pay rent only to the configuration which you are using. So that what happens is the amount of investment cost can be reduced. So based upon the unpredictable demand, you can increase the configuration required and you can decrease the configuration required. Means scaling up and scaling down the resources can be done with the help of cloud computing. So your profit ratio will be increasing. So here in the next topic is considered, this cloud computing or all the transactions in the cloud is be done with the help of Internet of Things. So what do you mean by Internet of Things? Internet of Things is a system of interrelated computing devices or objects which have the ability to transfer the data over a network without requiring any human to human or human to computer interaction, uniquely addressable based upon standard communication protocol. So what is happening? Internet of Things is, you have got different kinds of gadgets across the world. You have got cell phones, you have got washing machines, you have got air conditions, you have got ATMs, automobiles. So in future we will be having cars without drivers, and you will not have a driver seat in the car in future, because the car is being guided, navigated with the help of cloud. So in this process navigation happens. So you can with the help of Internet of Things, you can make your work ease by connecting to different activities with the help of devices through internet. So what are they? Let us examine. IoT platforms are used to gather the pinpointed information, detect patterns. So these can be done with the help of Internet of Things. Thus, with the above process, the Internet of Things helps the organization and institutions in reducing the cost through improved process efficiency, assured utilization and productivity. So what is happening here? Because of this Internet of Things, you are able to connect different organizations, different systems together and bring in coordination effectively with the help of Internet of Things. So the Internet of Things, this has got different synonymous words. So what are the different synonymous words this Internet of Things has got? The different synonymous words the Internet of Things has got is smart planet, machine to machine communication. So machine to machine communication, the fog, tensors, the industrial internet, industry 4.0, Internet of Things. These are all the different kinds of synonymous words which are used in as synonymous words for Internet of Things. So the basic thing in Internet of Things is you have certain devices and systems and connectivity with the help of a software where you are able to control systems across the globe for your advantage, which is known as Internet of Things. A classic example, for example, you wanted to book a car. Now you need not go out and search for a car. Just you can download the app and book a car. The car comes to your doorstep is an example of Internet of Things. You can transfer the money from your account to your friend accounts or parents accounts very easily without going to the bank is an example of Internet of Things. For example, nowadays you have got electronic doors where the door will recognize you. So the door will not be opened to a stranger unless until you give the permission. So you are protecting your home, you are protecting your resource with Internet of Things. So artificial intelligence is required for Internet of Things. Artificial intelligence is a condition where the logical making nature, the logic making nature, decision making nature is acquired to a machine. So with this Internet of Things and artificial intelligence, you can make your things easy by connecting different robotics together Internet of Things make work easy. Reasons of IoT: data deluge. So, what is happening? There is huge amount of data available. So, what is essential to you is much more important. So, what you need to do is you must be able to edit the essential amount of data in the huge cloud. So, in this context, what you are doing is, with the help of using certain data and certain keywords, you can extract the data which is required to you from the huge ocean of information by using keywords. So, this can be done with the help of Internet of Things by certain connectivity, certain devices, hardware and software. Whatever is essential data can be edited easily for your advantage. So, getting the information out of the huge ocean of information with the help of these connectivity systems through hardware and software can also be given as an example of Internet of Things. There is decrease in energy required to operate intelligent devices. To search, the search will be for a zero level of entropy. So, what is happening here? Entropy is a condition where the energy being consumed by a system in its processing is an entropy. So, in this process, for example, when you are searching for a car roaming around the roads, the energy consumed, when you relatively compare with when you are booking a car, the amount of energy consumed by sitting in your home, you are booking a car, the amount of energy consumed is very less. So, when you need to go to the bank and do the transaction, now you will be sitting at your home and you will be doing transactions, time and energy being consumed. So, the processing energy essential is being minimized with the help of Internet of Things. So, entropy means the energy essential for the maintenance of the system is being minimized because of the Internet of Things. So, with the help of Internet of Things, autonomic management is possible. So, autonomic management is the machines will be able to run by themselves with the help of robotics. So, the robotics can be interconnected with the help of software and they can automatically do certain range of work which you have defined in advance, so that it makes your work very easy with the help of Internet of Things through interconnection. The devices system of future will help self-management, self-healing and self-configuration capabilities. So, in future you will be able to have cars with the help of Internet of Things, a driverless car. When you are going to the office, you can sleep in the car will be driving for you to the office. They are being connected through the internet, the navigation is being provided through GPS or navigation system, so that what is happening is you are taking rest, your energy to drive the car is not wasted, so that you can effectively work in the office with the help of Internet of Things. So, this is another application which we are about to experience in future with driverless cars with the help of Internet of Things. So, Internet of Things enables these aspects, reduces the amount of energy consumption, they are intelligent, helps in better communication across the world, interaction, you are able to interact with anybody possible without physical movement. You can have a video conferencing, so that the time consumed to travel, the fuel being consumed, the energy being wasted, the stress you have undergone can be reduced with the help of Internet of Things with just direct two-way video conferencing, to have a meeting, to make a decision in administration. Integration, you can integrate different subordinates and superiors together for an effective decision making with the help of integration. So, interoperability, so you can operate between systems, you can on your air condition before you reach your home to make your room chilled. This is another application. Standards, to follow all these you need to maintain certain standard of protocol which is being followed, so that a quality is being maintained because of Internet of Things. So, these are the range of applications. So, wearables, when you are wearing some electronic system like a smartwatch, which will be able to read your physiology, performance, blood pressure, pulse rate, oxygen percentage, the menstrual cycle condition can be read by a machine to give you information about your health. So, these are all the driverless cars in future, where they will be able to drive themselves to the destiny. The smart connectivity For example, the amount of voltage required during night time and daytime in the street lights can be controlled automatically to save power. So, all these are interconnected. You can book tickets for transportation in train or in different regions can be done very easily with this Internet of Things. So, these are all the different applications of Internet of Things for a better development and convenience. Thank you friends. Let us meet in the next episode.